pelvic organs? Can you anyone name it? Yes. Can you name it? What are those? Yes. Of course, at the same time, female pelvic organs are ovaries and fallopian tubes and uterus. All these things are existing in the pelvic region, and also the sigmoid colon, which is existing below. Yes, REN 6 to REN 2. You can activate number of the points. Maybe n number of the points you can 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All are special qualifications. REN 3 is a special qualification. It is the central pole of the point, which is the center point from the top to bottom. Somebody who just find out which is the central point from the head to toe. From the head to toe, which is the center of the on the symmetrical line. That means is the center point of the body is REN 3. See how to diagnose. There are the two ways. When you lift your hands upward direction, and then from the top of the hands to the toe, the point is Siavan. That is REN 10. Right? When from the top of the head to the toes, the central point is Chumchi, that is REN 3. So therefore REN 3 also very important point to regulate the central pole, which is we call as a central pole or central pole or urgency of anything. So that point is really good to treat for the various activities. So REN 3 is the Chumchi is very important point. In fact, all the points are great qualifications. So now we look at the REN 2. REN 2 also hypogastric nerve and also ileal nerve. So all are connected. And GB25 is the move front alarm point for the kidney, right? Chingmen. So that point is GB25, located on the end of the 12th rib. So both the points are good point to treat for the pelvic of the kidneys. And then UB32 is the 0.5 chun lateral to the second sacral vertebra. So that point also UB32 and UB28. This is the Pang Kuangshu. This is Cilio. Shanglio, Cilio, Sanglio, Cialio. Bilaterally both the points together called as a Palio. Pa means 8. UB32 and then UB28 on the same line. UB32 point is located on the second sacral, second sacrum, and UB28 also 1.5 chun lateral to the second sacrum on the foramen. So therefore remember one key point where I got it from the China, who is the urologist, Western medical doctor, who is the urologist who took the class for us, and he told me there are the 2 points, that means 1 point he highlighted. So one is Pang Kuang Shu. That point is inside the needle, inside the foramen of the sacrum, directly inside, bilaterally, to treat for the pudendal nerves, which is communicating to the urinary bladder to treat for all the urinary related disorders. Right? Pang Kuang Shu. So that point is on the second sacral foramen. Again he told me, palio, doing the moxibustion to the palio. Palio means there are the 4 points on the right side and 4 points on the left side. Those points called as a sacrum 1, 2, 3, 4. UB 31, 32, 33, 34. That is Shanklio, Cilio, Sanglio, Cialio. These are the 4 points on the one side, the other points on the 4 points here. Together we called as a, he told palio, he didn't told 31, 32, 33. He mentioned, he told him with palio. You understand? Paleo. So therefore UB54 also. Sorry. 28, 29 I didn't told you. 29 is Sang Lo Shu. 30 is Pa Wang Shu. That is actually third sacral foramen is UB29. UB30 is the fourth sacral foramen. And UB54 is Zibian. So this point also located on the fourth sacral foramen. So this point also good to treat for C. In TCM there is a theory called as a back disease front, and front treat the back. You understand? So in this way I am emphasizing more to make you understand. So back points are treatable for the front also. At the same time kidney also located on the posterior abdominal wall. And UB20 here is P show. So this P means is the spleen. So this point also good to treat for the kidneys, and of course at the same time stomach 36 and Thashi, that is K3 also good point to activate for the kidney in. So that means right kidney treat with the right K3, left kidney is treatable with the left K3. Bilaterally we have to use, if the unilateral kidney is deficiency, use the ipsilateral itself. When the bilateral kidneys are malfunction, both the kidneys are not functioning properly, then you treat for both the kidneys, and bilateral it is recommended. You remember, I will tell you the key point for you. So till as of now, are you clear? ಏನಮ್ಮ ವಾಯ್ಸೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ದು, ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾರು ಊಟನೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ? कौन सवाल करने वाले तो नाम बताओ. ఓ విలియం, బాగుండవు విలియం నువ్వు? ఎక్కడుండవు? జాయిన్ అయిపోయిండావు నువ్వు? మంచిది నాయన, థ్యాంక్ యూ. మీ భార్యను ఉంటారా? గుడ్ గుడ్. ఓకే. బట్ మీరు ఫస్ట్ టైం అటెండ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు, దాని గురించి మీకు కొంచెం కష్టం అనిపిస్తుంది. బట్ ఖండితున్నారు. బట్ చైనీస్ నేమ్స్ యూ నీ నాట్ టు రిమెంబర్ ఎనీ మోర్. బట్ ఓన్లీ K7 ఇట్లా మీరు మనసులో పెట్టండి. అంటే దిస్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ యూ ద ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ హౌ దెర్ ఈజ్ ఇంటర్లింక్. నేను ఒక పాయింట్కి వచ్చేసి నా సెలెక్ట్ చేసేది 10 కపుల్ ఆఫ్ పాయింట్స్ ఇట్లా ఫ్రంట్లో వేయండి, మళ్ళీ బ్యాక్లో వేయండి, మళ్ళీ లాటరల్ పొజిషన్లో ఈ మాదిరిగా ట్రీట్ చేయొచ్చు. సరేనా? యా. No, we are into the same field, that's the reason. Maybe down the line you also come to know. But I remembered based on the Chinese understanding. So without that I cannot keep it everything, all the Chinese names in my mind.
How did you get interest to learn this?
पता नहीं कैसा. मगर मुझे क्या है, चाइनीज लड़कियां बहुत पसंद ना, तो इसीलिए मैंने चाइनीज लैंग्वेज सीखना सोचा, क्योंकि चाइनीज वाले बहुत सपोर्ट किए मुझमें. मैंने चाइना जाना हुआ बीजिंग को. एक्चुअली मैं अकेला गया था, तो वहाँ से मुझे बीजिंग से तियानजिंग में मैंने पढ़ने के लिए गया था, विच इज़ 130 किलोमीटर्स अवे फ्रॉम दी बीजिंग. तो वहाँ पे मुझे एक बैंक की मैनेजर थी लड़की, मगर वहाँ पे एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन लोग पूरे छोटे छोटे लड़कियाँ ही रहते हैं, तो उन लोग ने मुझे सपोर्ट किए और वहाँ तक उनके फ्रेंड लेके गए। तो फिर मैंने तियानजिन को पढ़ने गया, उसके बाद मेरा फ्रेंड आया श्रीलंका से, तो फिर उसके ज़रिए से मैंने वहाँ पे पूरे पढ़ाई की। उसके बाद फिर उन्होंने जब मुझे बीजिंग को देखना था, आई वॉज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग स्टूडेंट इन दैट यूनिवर्सिटी, तो उसके बाद मुझे पढ़ते पढ़ते इतना पढ़ लिया मैंने, भाई मुझे अभी बाहर कुछ देखना है, ऐसा मुझे मन लगा। फिर मैंने उसको फ़ोन लगाया, तो फिर वो वापस आई तियानजिन को, फिर उसके बाद वो लेके गई, फिर बीजिंग पूरा मुझे घुमाई। तो रियली आई थॉट आई गॉट सम अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड फॉर्चुनेट टू सी ऑल ऑफ देम गुड पीपल अराउंड मी, एंड देन आई इंटरेस्टेड टू लर्न चाइनीज लैंग्वेज। मगर उससे पहले इन 2006 when I entered the Beijing, before that I took the book of Chinese book to study Chinese language, because I know that a lot of barriers will be there. So that's the reason I took and studied from here itself. Then I entered to the China. Then when I entered there, then really I felt a lot of difficulties. What I learned is totally and entirely different from what I learned. Here is whatever I am telling you now is Chuku, Rentu is Chuku pronunciation, but you pronounce Chuku. In English is Q-U-G-U. How do you pronounce? Q-U-G-U, Kyugu. In English is Kyugu. In Chinese pronunciation is Chuku. So in this way, then later on I learned from the various my masters and who are really teach me well, and so that's the reason I scored 98.2%, in my advanced level of acupuncture. Since I scored 100 out of in 2 subjects, in another subjects. However, I got interested with some, tricky way I have taken this, is quite interested to my, subject. But however, you people also, see you are here, but you are getting the information like Chinese people are teaching you about the Chinese names. I cannot tell you everything, but at the same time they are far better than me, since we are the Indian. But pronunciation, how you need to pronounce, this is not required for you also time being. When you wanted to go and practice in abroad, and in Korea, and then in Taiwan, and then Mongolia, and China, and other part of the country, and really they don't know what is GB25 and UB54 and stomach 36. Entirely they don't know that. Even I was talking about my favorite point is P3. When I am telling to my Lausha, sir, you just apply this point is good for this indication. Q's I am telling. So he couldn't understand itself. Then he told me this is not Q's, this is Chuza. How to pronounce you can see. Q-U-Z is Q's, and he only told me this is Chuza. In that way, you also learning my Chinese names to understand this. But how William told me how to remember, but you need not to remember all these points, but remember only the nomenclature of the points. That's quite enough for you. But these days, right? These points are used to promote expulsion of bronchial secretions and eliminate the excess heat from the heart and provide the ideal energy to lungs. Also influential point for the vascular system. Remember, see why I mentioned these points will be good to treat for the kidney diseases. That means, do you know that is the mother for the kidney? Which organ? In front of you. What are those? Lungs. Good. So lungs you need to activate to treat for the kidney. When the mother is not supporting to the kidney, due to that reason the son is very deficient and deficient. Right. In this condition, activate to the lungs in order to regulate the kidney system by activating to the two mother points here are mentioned. One is the mother LU9 and grandmother is LU10, which is communicating to the heart and then lungs, which is communicating to the spleen and lungs. So therefore, with the combination of this, and also LU9 is an influential point for any blood vessel related disorder. That means when the renal artery, and then this renal artery is not supplying properly to the lungs for the filtration, insufficient amount of the how much 1.3 liter of the blood is supplied per minute to the glomerulus. That means each hour 6 liter of the blood is supplying to the kidneys through the renal artery. That means is the 20% of the blood, the heart pumping blood is 20% of the blood is supporting to the kidneys from the heart. So therefore, if that blood arteries are not supporting, so therefore Taiwan is good point for any kind of the blood vessel related disorders. Then spleen 9 and spleen 5. These points promote the fat metabolism and unblock the respiratory and urinary passages. They suppress the gastric acid secretion and have very good results in the abdomen disorders. In Lingchuan, that is spleen 9 activates the lysozymic activity within the cells to promote the autolysis. That means the lysozymic activity, the digestive system activity, autolysis to be taken place to promote the thirst. And also diuresis, that means it increases the urine output in the kidneys. Otherwise dry patient, and treat all the conditions of the edema. And the Sheng Chu reunites the veins and acts to remove the clots in the vascular system. Sheng Chu here I have mentioned, that is spleen 5. Spleen 5 reunites the veins. You understand? Really I am telling you is the key point for you. Note down all of you. Spleen 5, LU9 is the good point. It is the influential point. That means the specific tissue of the blood vessels can be regulated by activating LU9 point. At the same time, spleen 5 is the Sheng Chu. Spleen 5 is the Sheng Chu. It reunites the veins in one particular point. All the venous system to be regulated by the spleen 5. All the arteries are regulated by the one point, that is LU9, as per the traditional Chinese medicine, and act to remove all the clots in the vascular system. Once you use these 2 points, therefore our Indian father of the acupuncture, who Dr. Siddiq Jamal and Fazlur Rahman told a couple of times and written so many books. There is so many points. WHO says 411 acupuncture points. So, but here is only one point is essential to treat for the number of the diseases. That point is called as a, name it. Good. One point he told me, that is spleen 5, that is Sheng Chu. Right? So this point is treat for the venous system, LU9 treat for the artery system. At the same time, spleen 5 is equal to LU9 and vice versa. LU9 and spleen 5 together you add up the arterial system and then venous system, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and then pulmonary trunk. So pulmonary veins which carries the purified blood, all are related to this particular 2 points. So therefore, these 2 points are good to treat for the vessels. That means all the vascular related disorders. Vascular means is blood vessels, which includes the arteries, which includes the venous system as well. Now look at the Shanghai and Shaofu and Shaochung. That means H9. These points are also good as a homeostatic and immune enhancing point and useful for the lethargy, giddiness and fatigueness and headaches. They release the bile which is accumulated in the bile duct and reflecting in the fat metabolism. So what it shows that until you don't treat for the heart, you cannot regulate to the kidney function. Until you don't treat for the lungs, you cannot treat for the kidneys. So therefore, you all know that circulation taken place with the support of the liver, the blood is supplying through the aorta to the entire system of the body, which includes the renal artery as well. When the abdominal aorta, the abdominal arteries are good, then abdominal arteries coming from the aorta, right? So that is supplying to the kidneys as a renal artery through the efferent systems. So therefore that artery is supplying, then you understand that organs functioning well. So therefore when we need to treat for the Xiao, that is the horary point for the heart, Xiao Chung, that is the heart mother point, and Xiao, that is heart grandmother point for the heart. So therefore I selected these 3 points to regulate the heart function, to regulate the renal pathology. Of course, these my favorite points, and everybody use these points. Already I told you, stimulate the diuretic function and increase the
Location of
sorry
location of
midway between the semimembranosus and semitendinosus tendon on the medial side of the knee. Knee is there, the medial side of the knee. You press and feel there is a no, that is the anterior to the semimembranosus tendon is liver anterior to tendon, but K10 is midway between the two tendon. See, all so many points in between the tendon. Pericardium 6 is in between the two tendon. Gallbladder 39 is in between the peroneus longus and peroneus brevis tendon. Like that, semimembranosus and semitendinosus, there are the two tendon. In between the two tendon, K10. And then these 3 points having the diuretic effect, right? And it excretion of the potassium and ammonia is also increased while the uric acid excretion is reduced. Increases the renin. So Kashifa is there on the zone. Increases the renin, reduces the edema, right? Increases the renin. What? Renin she has written, but renin, R-E-N-I-N, renin indicates here, it is the kind of the enzyme. So this is, if it is increases, so it increases the hypertension. It reduces the hypertension, and it regulates the edema also. The folio draws the energy from the lungs, resulting in the bronchodilation and removal of the phlegm, not phlegm, that is phlegm. Do you know the person is getting cough, congestion, all are asthma? It is not related to the lungs, it is related to the kidney. When the lungs having the descending chi, the lungs should go downwards direction, reaching energy to the kidneys. The kidney having the capable to accept the energy. When the kidney is having the malfunction, could not able to receive the lungs energy, that indicates the shortness of breath, breathlessness, asthma. So therefore K7 having the bronchodilation effect, K7 is equal to LU5.